driving this boat?
Cat, where is my cat?
This bitch ain't like the Titanic, right? This motherfucker ain't about to sink and go down, is it?
Man, when it's over.
Hey, yeah. I wait for the podcast to get on there talking that shit on the airplane with the parachutes and shit.
Oh.
Hey, yeah.
We're recording right now.
Oh, shit. I ain't know it was recording right now.
That intro.
That's in the intro.
This is the intro.
And don't
Oh,
forget,
man.
WarRoom Studios presenting the next party game.
Get your ass up, gotta get your ass up.
Oh, we're back.
We're here.
Get your ass
Oh, the one and only.
Lucky13 podcast.
Lucky13 podcast. This week's episode is called the Weekly NONweekly show.
I was wondering if you could read it.
Yep. All right. Yeah, let's show everybody. We got, you got me.
Uncle Kev.
I'm just doing that
That's
this time. And then you got Tim.
Hi, guys. Dean does that shit, yep.
Hey.
And then we got me again.
That's right.
We got Bubba head of the table.
Head of the table.
Yep. We just got back from Puerto Rico. Right?
Hey, man, yeah, it's fresh off the boat.
Well, that was our podcast.
Let's go. Back to Puerto Rico we go, baby.
Back to Puerto Rico.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right. So, yeah, we're back, man. A lot has happened. We're supposed to do this every Tuesday, and today is Thursday, which means that I'm not uploading it till Tuesday.
Yeah.
One day is better than no day, I say.
Exactly.
So first it was COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was your eye.
Well, it's still my eye.
It's still your eye. So
Then it was that whore from the roads way in hotel down
that
there.
shit ain't never getting cleaned up.
What's that?
The whore from up the road.
Oh.
They ain't never getting cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a joke, man, to my buddy in Arizona, my buddy Wilmer. We were talking about keto diet, which I'm on. I've lost 10 pounds. My blood sugar's doing real good, so that's cool. But I was like, yeah, man, if only I exercise, I could see my dick again.
Oh, man.
Apparently.
Jesus.
And he hit me with the Mike Tyson meme where he's all laughing and going like that. And then I put the Will Ferrell meme. We are laughing.
Oh, man.
So that's where we're at right now with that. But yeah, I just got eye surgery. That was pretty cool. I woke up halfway through the surgery, and I got to see the doctor fucking with my eye.
What?
Yeah, man.
The fuck?
Had
Yeah.
shit in his eyes.
Yeah, I had
sucking out blood. And
yeah,
shit.
I had my eye was nothing but blood, dude. Like that's all I could. Like if I closed my eye, that's all I could see was red. This shit was weird. But I got surgery
What
on it.
the
I woke
fuck?
up halfway in the middle of the operation, and I look up, and it looks like an egg. There's white, and then there's a yellow, like yolk-looking thing, and he's got this little tool prying in there, and then you see the yellow start swirling like that in his tube.
Imagine that in your eye, dude.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Now again, none of
What
it hurt.
the
I was talking to the
fuck?
doctor the whole time. The only part that hurt is when he actually took the instrument out of my eye.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
so
I could only
bad.
imagine him having stuff stuck in my fucking eye. I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was just
Hey,
surgery
bro, you
part.
had
that
safe
was
travels,
surgery.
bro.
And
Hey,
then you had
definitely
the
pray for you,
laser.
bro.
Yeah, laser surgery
You
was before
doing
that
big
on my
things,
left
bro.
eye, so,
Definitely doing big things.
so my left eye.
Sorry I
would be
couldn't be
like,
part of the family.
like the right eye. So yeah, I got laser surgery.
Both on fucking live.
No, he's
Yeah.
good. We're talking at the same time. It's
Yeah,
great.
straight.
Don't we can
Yeah.
put you like on the left ear, and I'll be on the right ear, and then
Yo,
so
that
they
would
can
be
listen whatever ear
amazing,
they
bro.
want.
At the end of the
Can
day,
Can you really do that, yeah?
Hell yeah, dude.
That would be crazy.
And at the end of the day, people fucking love podcasts sometimes just for background noise.
Well, that's the thing. It's about like
Being
people
in a
still be
conversation.
talking and being in conversations while everybody's just communicating and shit. Like,
Podcasts are the new socialization.
hey man,
I
we
think
gonna
it's-
socialize
No,
anyway.
eavesdropping. like if you really think about it,
Yeah.
podcast is just eavesdropping.
I had
on
to
other
do it,
people's
bro.
lives.
I had to do it.
1,000%.
Yeah, because you can't communicate back. Like there's people probably listening to us right now, and they would like to chime in, but they can't. So it's
But
like
they can
we're-
chime in on the
Try if you
line.
like.
Yeah, they can try on
Comment.
the comments. Yeah, But I mean, it's not live
If
in
you
real
feel
time.
like your opinion's necessary enough to comment, you could at least fucking follow.
I mean, yeah,
Subscribe.
you can follow and subscribe and follow,
Hit the
and you
notify
might
button.
be in some crazy situations,
Otherwise, you
like
can just
at
shut
your
the
boy
fuck up.
house on some bullshit. Like,
What just
man.
happened?
I don't
Man.
know.
We just insulted
Listen,
our listeners.
what I'm saying is, if you subscribe to some stuff like this involving me on here, I'm gonna have you in some old toxic crazy shit. I'm at the next listen, your wife
Well,
gonna
that's
hate
not
me.
incentive.
Your wife gonna hate me.
No, you basically just said,
We gotta have rules
everybody,
here.
please
That's our
subscribe.
guarantee.
That way I can molest you.
No,
Oh.
not yeah,
How did
no.
you get that
I'm
from?
saying that we're gonna bring the whores in the joint.
See what I'm
Oh,
saying?
God.
Bring them
Oh,
in
this
here.
went south real
Yeah,
quick.
no.
How did we go from your eye surgery to
Oh,
horse.
here?
Well, because you brought me over here,
No, that
bro.
makes sense. That makes
Whatever
sense.
Bubba says is what Bubba does.
Yeah.
We don't console that at all. So
Nah, but at the same time, you
no,
got
there is no at the same time.
You gotta leave the explanation in with the bullshit. That's what makes it all flow together. You know what I'm saying? You
Feng
gotta
shui.
make the feng
You
shui.
got a feng shui
Play.
and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Don't listen to me then, because I had you
I
fucked
don't
up
know what's going
and kicked
on.
out your own house.
It's too damn late. We're recording this podcast at like 10:30.
Yeah.
Some shit. I don't really know what time it is. I'm pretty
So let's talk about the day then.
What's
What's
up
up?
about today?
You really want to
Well,
talk
hold
about
on,
today?
Hold on. Yeah, I know you're bubbling with excitement.
What?
I say
That
excited to
kidding.
hear
I
all
bet
the
that kidding.
details.
I'm ready.
I gotta finish letting Kev get his
Oh,
moment of glory.
yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Is your eye okay?
Yeah, it's
You
a
want to tell
little.
people about your drops?
The drops.
My drop.
As long as they ain't got
I dropped some
cocaine in
eyes.
them or nothing.
Visine.
Oh man.
It goes on my tongue and I see weird shit. I mean, that's not.
Oh man, he's doing. I think they lied to you, bud. I think they lied to you.
There's nothing wrong with that, guys. There's no need to talk about that.
Hey man, I wish I had the love like that with you. You bring that
Oh,
bet
yeah.
over here too.
I would chime more on that DJing event, but somebody might hear this and I'm not going there. So, just the age and then the songs that wanted to be played.
Well, that's what I was going to touch
Yeah,
on.
but I don't
Hey,
want to nobody.
JC, you travel safe, bro. My boy going down Talladega for then the NASCAR, like doing the pit
Yeah.
crew and that shit, bro. Yeah, bro, that'd be amazing. Imagine that job, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what? You be out there in the
I wanna
NASCAR,
change
like,
my own
come
time.
on
I
now.
don't want to change somebody else's.
Man,
time.
listen, it's just a lifetime experience. Like, my boy get to travel all around the world, like going to different races and stuff. Like, that's something great, bro. That's just a good experience.
Imagine like being the gas guy and you're doing it all slow and you're like, I don't have any more gas. And that was your fault. You took off too fast. I can only go but so far. Gotta jump over that little barrier, make sure I don't get hit.
I tell him, man, you should have had it right. What the fuck going on?
All right, bub.
What's up,
Give
bro?
it to him.
Congratulations on the marriage. Oh, Brandon, your brother-in-law.
Oh, suck it, dick. That's fuck. My fucking brother. Yeah, you faggoty fuck. You just suck my dick next time I see you. Real good, too.
Yeah, too much.
He's my fucking brother now.
Yeah, he your brother now.
Yeah.
He locked in.
I told my sister, I said, she just got married. I saw her right just after she got married. I was like, do I need to kick his ass right now or later? Because I need him to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you need to know that if anything ever happens to you, you just call Big Brother.
He said, man, fuck you, bitch.
It's all love.
It's all love, man.
It's all
love.
All right, man. Give him the good news. Bub's got amazing news.
Oh,
Showed up
man.
to my house super ecstatic. It brightened my day.
All right, so I'm going to tell you how the day went. Today, Mr. Shirey was hired
That's
on
him.
as an attorney. The best attorney in the motherfucking state of Delaware. You
He
hear
hired
me?
himself.
I hired myself, a self-represented attorney. You feel me? I even went to court in my red Hawaiian Puerto Rico shirt. How many people do that? Me. They said dress accordingly. I did. It was for
Whoever
good
owns
news.
Hawaiian shirts and have to go to court. Probably.
I'm telling
I
you.
watched that movie, My Cousin Benny, and they didn't take kindly to that shit.
Listen,
Really didn't.
I'm telling you that I went into court today with the Hawaiian shirt on, and I busted the lawyer's ass today. and I came out on top because I got my son back. And it's a blessing because a lot of people said it could never happen. A lot of people doubted me a long time
I wish
ago.
we could hit the applause button right now.
Yeah, bro, that's like a big applause right there, bro. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, that was a big applause right there.
Months and months
For real, like,
the system, man.
yeah, bro, like.
But
I came to only being able to have my son every other weekend. Like, that's how I had to have my son. But, you know, my daughter, 20 months old, my daughter had to be able to see her brother 4 days out the month, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I had to deal with this for the last 4.5 months. Then, last month, they had a court date scheduled for me. I was on this fucking Zoom meeting, bro. The court shit was at 9 o'clock. I was on the Zoom, logged into the meeting at 8:50, and it just said the little loading thing that said waiting for the meeting to start. Well, you can still, on your phone, when you on a Zoom meeting on your phone, you can still see your incoming calls and text messages and shit pop up on your phone. Well, a number popped up, and I'm like, yo, that's Georgetown family court number. Like, don't ask me why, but I know courthouse number. That's the court number. And I answered it. I'm like, hello? And they're like, Mr. Shirey, are you aware that you had court today? I'm like, what do you mean? Fuck yeah, I'm aware. This for my son. How the fuck am I not aware? I'm on the fucking Zoom meeting, and y'all ain't allowed me in the joint yet. So he was like, okay, let me go talk to the judge. He went and talked to the judge. He come back and was like, Mr. Shirey, it's taking too long. We're going to have to reschedule. What? Motherfucker. Reschedule? Y'all allotted me a half a day for the trial anyway. What the fuck you got rescheduled? Fix that shit on your end. Or give me a phone and I'm gonna call you motherfuckers. Nah, we can't do it. So I started getting flustered. I'm like, yo, man, this is crazy, yo. They put the judge on the phone. I was like, listen, Your Honor. I said, I've already waited 4.5 months for a court date for my son. You know what I mean? Now we here, and I can't have a court date because of y'all's technical difficulties. It's not my fault. It's on y'all's end. So I'm thinking of worst news, you know, it's COVID right now. Court dates is not like they right around the corner every time. It's scheduled out. But I guess the judge she had to pull some strings, bro, because she got me another court date in 2 weeks. Literally, I had another court date it was like 3 weeks, something like that. So they brought me in the joint today. And it was funny because the lawyer, they had a fancy ass lawyer. I mean, I even was on some bullshit when I found out that they had a lawyer. I called the law firm and asked the bitches how much they charge, because I was trying to find out what these bitches was really ready to put out. You know what I mean? How much money was you gonna try to put out to make me look like a bad father? Man, what, bro? It was like $375 an hour for them motherfuckers. And if they went to trial, they wanted $2,500 from the door just to see your case. And if they go to trial, they want 4 to 7 bands from Gosner and Gosner. And I was like, wow, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, I'm not even fucking going that route. Like, respectfully, I could have broke down and sold everything and had the money to pay for an attorney. But I spoke to numerous attorneys and explained what was going down in my story and my flow. And they said, listen, at the end of the day, you're a father that's got custody and placement over your daughter already. She's not even 2 years old yet, and she's in your care. So how can the only way for you to not get your son is for them to prove you unfit as a father. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And how can you prove me unfit as a father when I got custody of my son or my daughter? It don't make no sense. So the lawyer basically had to go in there and make me look bad. So this motherfucker get out there, bro. He call a witness and badger his own witness, which happens to be my counselor at the time. So they called my counselor, had my counselor on there and shit. And my counselor, he started talking to my counselor and was like very hostile towards her. You know what I mean? I'm calling objection. You'd have thought I was a fucking attorney today, bro. I'm sitting there, objection, Your Honor, objection. Listen, hold on. How you gonna call a witness and then badger the witness on the stand like that? That's your witness. And that's my counselor. One of my counselors anyway. It's just not right. You're trying to ask her questions that she can't give you an answer to because she wasn't my counselor to be able to tell you. You see what I'm saying? That's why I subpoenaed my original counselor. She was in the waiting room still. This other counselor was the one that's my counselor now, because my old counselor don't work there no more. He tried to subpoena the counselor that I got now, thinking that I was lying. He thought, this motherfucker, bro, he really tried to discredit everything I was giving to the court. Like, he literally tried to say, does Mr. Shirey really have a diagnosis of PTSD to where he gets a medical marijuana card? I made him look dumb. I said, Mr. Burrow, do you realize that the witness that you have on the stand right now is a counselor from a Dixon Medical Facility where I go for counseling, and the director of a Dixon Medical Facility is Dr. Alicon. Dr. Alicon is the same person that writes out the prescriptions for your medical marijuana at Natural Wellness Center and AMS in Rehoboth. He's like the director of like 5 or 6 different places. This motherfucker is all over the place in Delaware. He's the one that gave me the fucking weed card. I got it through AMF and Natural Wellness Center working together to help me get it. So the lawyer's trying to discredit it. He failed at that terribly. Then he goes after the alcohol. He said, so you're telling me you be drinking and this, that, and the third? I said, listen, I'm 21 years old. I could do whatever I want as long as it doesn't endanger the life of my child. If I want to go out and have a few drinks socially, I can go do that. No, then he asked my counselor, do you feel as though with Mr. Shirey's past as a drug addict, do you feel as though it's a smart choice for him to be drinking, consuming alcohol? And my counselor was like, do you want my honest opinion? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you my honest opinion. And I feel as though it's not hindering his recovery at all whatsoever. I mean, I've been clean. November 29th of this year will be 5 years clean for me from dope, period. You know what I mean? Like opiates, period. Right. And that's a big accomplishment on its own.
Hell yeah.
But when you talk about somebody that used to shoot as much dope as me,
but see that's the big deal with this whole thing.
Like that's what people don't realize. That's the key. What I'm trying to get through to people is you gotta have a positive mindset, bro. You like, gotta have faith in yourself,
bro.
You
have so many things to be happy about and proud of right now. Like you didn't just pick yourself up from the mud. You know what I mean? But like you completely transformed man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. But it's all by choice though, dude. Yeah, bro. It was by choice, man.
Court of law that I have changed my ways. I am not the man I was. You know
so listen, so the lawyer tried to get buck with me on Zoom. So he was like, So Mr. Shirey, how can you say, like, this is exactly how he's talking, or hostile like this. So Mr. Shirey, how can you say you could be a father to care about your child and you don't even call their counselor? Oh, so my voice a little louder. Big dog, when you talk, you better talk a little loud. You know what I mean? So I said,
you heard me.
I said, Mr. Burrow, let me put it to you like this. You're not going to sit here in front of this courtroom and put in their mind what you feel as though you feel about me based upon a stack of papers. You don't even know me as a man, let alone a father. You see what I'm saying? I said, DFS is here, present, with the case. DFS stated that there's not a problem with my household. My son is welcome to be at my house and he is safe. My daughter is at my house now and she is safe. You see what I'm saying? My baby mom started talking. When my baby mom started talking, it was a wrap. They swore my baby mom in. And everybody, like from a normal perspective, people be like, oh, fuck my baby mom and this, that shit. Nah, it's not even about that. My baby mom is my baby mom. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, she's the mother of my children. I'm not going to disrespect my baby mom at all. I want what's best for her. I want her to do good. The one thing I knew she wasn't going to do, she wasn't going to see me go that far and push me back. I just didn't see it happening. You see what I'm saying? So they asked my baby mom. The judge swore my baby mom in. And the judge looked at Allie and was like, so Allison, you're telling me that you're okay with Dominic going with Gary. You're okay with him being with his father. And Allie was like, yes, I do not have a problem with my son being with Gary. I would want him to be with his sister. They deserve to be together. That's when I cut it off and sealed the deal. I say, Your Honor, let's get this straight. just because I don't like her mom don't mean I feel as though they don't need to be a part of my child's life. They still are the grandparents to my child, and they deserve to be in my child's life. Whether I like them or not, it's irrelevant. It's not about me. It's about my son. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm grateful for everything that happened and whatnot, but at the same time, I'm here as a man standing up to fight for my son.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And everybody, bro, I'm telling you, so many people. Bubba, don't go in there. Bubba, you gotta get a lawyer. Bubba, you're not gonna be able to do it for yourself. That lawyer gonna eat you up. Bro, I'm telling you, I said it over and over again. I may be a dumb motherfucker by the choices that I made in life, but at the same time, I'm very intelligent by the jewels I picked up along the way. One thing I knew what the lawyer's job was do. His job was to try to come in my neck. But you gotta come harder than that fucking with me. Like my mentality, when I'm locked in on something, bro, I'm locked in. And I knew, like, before I went in there, I wasn't gonna allow him to knock me off my square like he was gonna try to do. I'm sitting there smiling. We on the Zoom meeting. He looking at me. I'm looking at him, and I'm smiling. I got it, man. Listen, I'm just grilling him. I want him to see me look at him. You see what I'm saying? The feeling when you look into somebody's soul. You see what I'm saying? To let you know I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. Her mom got on the video. I'm looking at her, smiling, flipping my notepad that you gave me.
Can you imagine that?
I'm telling
you. Job, dog?
What?
A lawyer. Like,
man.
Good job, right, wrong, or indifferent. Like, you know what I mean?
It's his problem was when Allie told the judge she was okay with my son being with me. That was when Allie said that, but no, I swear to God, bro, listen, when Allie said them words, the first thing the lawyer said was, Your Honor, I'd like to call for a 5-minute recess to confer with my client to see where we can move forward with this trial. And I looked at my baby mom because I could see her on the video joint. I looked at my baby mom and I smiled because I already knew what was about to go down. So then the judge was like, all right, we're going to give y'all time to confer between the both of y'all. Y'all can, or this is going to go off a record and you and your client can talk and deal with whatever you want to do. So he know his shit lost. He know he ain't got no winning joint, right? So then they come back and he's like, so Mr. Shari, I'd like to come to an agreement. For your son, we'd like to make an agreement. I said, make an agreement? Bro, we passed an agreement. You the lawyer, you work for them, you don't work for me. I said, we're right where we are now, I want to keep going. He said, what you mean? I said, call your next witness. I want to keep going. That's why we here today. We here today for the judge to make a final say. Not for you to come in here and try to make a deal with me. That's not what it's here for. This is not a game, bro. This is my son's life we talking about right now. Now, you can say I'm not a good father by your thinking, by what you think you know based off a piece of paper that you read on somebody based upon 4 or 5 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Everything they had on me is all old shit. They all talking about old news. They living in my past. And I'm cool with that. Because the difference is, don't do what they do to you. You see what I'm saying? I think, honestly, that's what got me through the day in court. Because I didn't go in the pissing match. I didn't go in there to say, well, Allie's mom was doing drugs too. Well, Allie's mom was buying dope too. Well, Allie's mom this, Allie's mom that. No, I wasn't doing none of that. Because even though I used to get high with Allie's mom in the house, we all did. But it didn't matter because it was years ago. It wasn't happening right here, right now. And it don't matter. You can know that Kev is shooting dope in the house with his kid. But if you can't prove that Kev in the house shooting dope with his kid, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. Bro, I told this court I used to be in that motherfucker getting high. Don't tell me that house good for my son. It's good for my son because the bit's a $300,000 house and they keep the drugs put up. That means it's okay? Nah, fuck that. We ain't trying to hear that. But I didn't do that. I didn't go down that road. I made sure I stayed to my point. I'm here because the reason why guardianship being put into place is no longer needed. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm here as a father, and I'm here to stand up for my son. I'm okay with third-party visitation to her mom, but I want placement over my son. I want my son to be with me, with his sister, where he belongs. every day to be with his sister. Period.
Right.
They ain't like that. So he was like, well, Mr. Shirey, we're gonna talk about a the lawyer. Listen, this one killed me. Mr. Shirey, custody's not gonna go in your favor today, Mr. Shirey. The only thing that's gonna happen, Mr. Shirey, is the guardianship's gonna be lifted. You and Allison are gonna have to go back to court and refile to try to get custody. Somebody's gonna have to file. I said, you believe that? You really believe that? I said, this judge, you think this judge here for nothing? She just signed me custody paperwork of my daughter in October. She know what she doing. I'm getting my son when we leave here. It's not, if you don't listen to what I'm saying, it's fine. I'm going to let the judge decide. I'm not making no agreement with you. You see what I'm saying? We were past that point. So he's tried to come at my neck a little bit. Then DFS barked in on him. She started going on the lawyer about me. That she had my back. I give it a dead state of Delaware had my back today. You feel me? DFS started barking at the lawyer and was like, why are you coming at Mr. Shirey like this? The man's trying to do what he's supposed to do. I went to the house. I've checked his house. I've been to Mr. Shirey's house on 5 showing up visits and more than 5 pop-up visits where they didn't even know I was coming. Every time I went to Mr. Shirey's house, I always had a different worker with me. So it was never just my opinion. There was more than one worker involved. So they couldn't say, oh, you like Mr. Shirey or you're friends with Mr. Shirey, you're going to be on the side. No, there was numerous workers that came to my household and been there and walked through my house. You see what I'm saying? When the judge came back in, it was a wrap. I told the judge, I said, Your Honor, they want the transitional phase to be based upon a counselor, in her opinion, that doesn't even like me. She's been my counselor all these years and she's never even called me my son's father. You as a counselor, your job is to get to the underlying cause behind the child's behaviors and whatnot. And a big thing with a child would be to reach out to his parents, you would think, right? To find out what is the background behind what could possibly be going on. Right. But nah, she just painted this picture of me based upon Allie's mom and never spoke to me. But now you want me to be okay with you putting the transitional phase of my son's life in her hands? No, fuck no. I'm not okay with that. Take it to the judge. Call your next witness. Call Miss Alicia. Call the school. Whoever your witnesses is, we can call them. You know what I mean? We can run it all the way through. He stopped. He didn't want to go no more. He told her, he said, Your Honor, we can't come to an agreement with Mr. Shirey, blah, blah, blah. I said, Your Honor, we can't come to an agreement with Mr. Burrow. I'm the petitioner here. Not him. I'm the petitioner. He not coming to an agreement because there's no agreement to be came to. The fact of the matter is Allison's mom had guardianship by consent. Me and Allie willingly signed the guardianship to her mom when we was in court before I was about to go to jail and shit. You see what I'm saying? So if I lifted the reason why the guardianship was in place, which was my pending charges, I was about to go to jail the whole 9, then I'd be good. Now, remember I told you the last time we was in court, Mr. Burrow was like, oh, Mr. Shirey's got pending charges on him and blah, blah, blah. And the judge was like, you're wrong. Mr. Shirey has no pending charges. He's not on probation, no aftercare, none of that shit. He completed everything and has nothing against him. So I used their statements in court against them, you see what I'm saying, as my own evidence, because being as though I'm not a client in probation no more, they couldn't give me my discharge paperwork copies and all that shit. But they said the judge can pull it up. I didn't need the judge to pull it up because the judge said it on record the last time I was there. And that's what I told him. You know what I mean? So I told him, I said, the judge straight up told him, you know what I mean? Said, I don't have no pending charges. So at that point in time, they had nothing to do. So the judge was like, Mr. Shirey, how do you get your son right now? I said, I get him every other weekend. And they was like, well, starting next weekend when you normally get him, you're going to have him every weekend for 4 weeks. Then the next 4 weeks, you'll have him Thursday to Sunday for 4 weeks. And after they done, he's yours. He with you full time. And you just got to give third-party visitation to Allie Bomb every other weekend, which I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, I walked out that motherfucking Zoom meeting with a belt and a win. You feel me?
Yep.
Because
Knowing
I
that
won.
You got your kid.
I won. I got my son. I went up against the state of Delaware and won. And you just don't, man, listen. All I got to say is, man, is motherfuckers keep pushing, yo, for real. Like, don't let a motherfucker tell you it ain't possible, it ain't nothing. I'm motherfucking 26 years old. I used to be a junkie shooting dope. I'm trying to tell you. Like, and look at me now. I got custody and placement over both of my babies. Not just one, over both of my babies. And you know they mad at me now. You feel me? But I made it. So, don't matter to me.
Look, man, congratulations.
Yeah, for real. That's
gonna make me go over there and build a fucking room.
Yeah, it's a fucking blessing, bro. Like, beyond a blessing, bro. Like, blessing doesn't even describe it well enough. Like when I tell you it's weight lifted off my shoulders, like, it can't even explain it, bro. Like, I can't even explain it. I started crying when I was so loud in my NW house. Let's just put it like this. It was so fucked up. I hope she ain't watching my live. I sparked a cigarette in my Aunt Debbie house. God damn, bitch. And then I remembered. I said, oh, damn, I know I'm hyped, but I got to remember I'm in my auntie house. And that bitch know I smoke a cigarette in her house. She going to kill me. I just hope she don't got the time to watch through all this live. Let me see how much time. Okay, I'm making sure she don't be on my live. My auntie gonna know, but it's cool because I went outside. I ain't smoking in the house. I just lit it in your house, but it's okay. We'll talk about that later. You know what I mean? But I was hyped though.
Well,
you know what I mean? It was a great day.
That's a fucking fantastic win.
Yeah.
What are we thinking is the next? Oh, am I not close enough? I get close. What do we think is the next big battle for you two fine gentlemen?
What's the big battle?
What's the next big battle?
The next big battle is to work on a business, on my own business. I don't care what it is. I want, even if it's starting something on the general contracting side where I got the reach to be able to do everything. You know what I mean? General contracting in general. Everything they need. Who knows? I don't know. But I know what I know is I know a lot of motherfucking people. I know people from the north to the south. I'm telling you, I know people all over.
We need to start a networking business.
Yeah, it's
that's what needs to happen.
At the end of the day, I can make something shake out of nothing.
What's your next big battle, Kev?
I'll
put you
music.
on the
Yeah,
spot.
because I was zoning out to that story, man. And again, congratulations, my dude.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, we're not talking about, hey, we sold a beat or we did this. You got your son back, my dude.
Definitely, bro. For real.
So, I mean, that's huge. That's more than any of us could want. Tim, you're a father of 2 now.
Yeah, so, dude. I can't imagine going through what he's going through.
I've got like 13 kids that I don't know.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. What hurts me the most, bro, is I be knowing motherfuckers in some fucked up situations where niggas is still getting high and be getting fucked up and they be getting their kids taken from them and shit, and they still get their kids back. They get their kids back like that, and they still be running around getting high. And I'm like, for a motherfucker that really did do what the fuck they supposed to do, and I got jumped through hoops to prove for my son.
Well, I'll tell you what Kev's been telling me, it's been lifting me up. It's like, so you say, if ever, you know you're on the right path and doing well, the devil trying to hold you down.
All right. Yeah, anytime you feel like you're elevating and there's something stopping you, that's just the devil putting his finger on you.
Oh, of course.
It's up to you to either sink from that finger or keep pushing and say, motherfucker, I'm going higher.
Of course. So, and that's the problem. See, when people get that pushback in life, they like to give up, yo. I seen a lot of people, bro. I see more potential in a motherfucker than they see in themselves, because I sell you $1 million dream by telling you what you should be able to see in yourself that I can see and I don't even know you. I can literally just meet you and tell you just off of you talking to me what I can see, your strengths and your weaknesses and where you can go.
You need to write a motivational book or sell a motivational course.
Nah, I mean, I'm just saying, but
dead ass. You can become a millionaire off of that shit.
True, but at the same time, when you talking to motherfucker that don't want to hear,
Thugs guy.
It's kind of irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Like me, I won't waste my breath to a motherfucker that ain't trying to listen, because I don't like talking to a brick wall.
Think of book titles now.
I actually got a question for you, man. So you said you were doing drugs like dope and shit like
Yeah,
that?
like heroin. Like
What was it a mental thing that made me say or made you say, I want to get off this. I want to do something better with my life. Like,
nah,
what clicked
bro.
in your head?
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like, I lost a lot of people to overdoses and people dying and shit like that. That hit close to me. You know what I mean? Like, I lost friends and people real close to me off of the dope game. And I lost somebody like real close to me, man. My uncle, man. My uncle died while I was in jail. But it hurt a lot more because my own family sold him the dope. You know what I mean? That's what hurt so much. It hurt so much because my own cousin sold him the dope and my brother the dope, and they both overdosed. Now my brother, thank God, had the blessing to have somebody there that helped him, and he made it. I'm on a jail call finding out about my brother. My brother, I called the next day to find out if my brother home from the hospital and whatnot, just to find out that my brother home, but my uncle dead. And he my cousin, but we call him my uncle because he just raised us our whole life, you know what I mean? And that one hit a little different to know that he was working doing the stuff my brother doing right now, the out of state shit. And they put you in hotel rooms and shit like that. And he was in a room by himself. There was nobody in the room with him. You feel me? Nobody was in the room with him. Well, so he when he went out the hard way. And that shit, it hit me a lot harder because I had to see my uncle on pictures. Like, I ain't even get to go to the funeral, bro. I'm in jail. I had to see my uncle on a picture. Like, I'll never forget. I remember the top that they had on top of the casket with the little saw and screwdriver and shit, a little plaque they had on there for my uncle. And it's like, that shit was tough to experience that. I've lost a lot of people, and I hide in my shell when I deal with losses, because if I'm an addict, I'll always be an addict. I know I'm clean. I got a lot of years clean on me, but I still have my fucked up mindset that emotions can get me in the fuckets. And the worst thing for an addict is to have a case of the fuckets, because I'd be like, fuck it, and really go in, and it's like them emotions get the best of you. So me, I run from it. You see me, I dip off, I leave, I go smoke, I go do whatever. I drive in my car from Dover to Lincoln, to Dover to Lincoln, and not go nowhere. Not go nowhere. Literally, just go up there. I might stop at Dover, McDonald's, and then drive all the way back just to try to escape whatever I'm dealing with, because them emotions lead you to the wrong place. I didn't get where I'm at today because I allowed everything to tear me down. I kept myself motivated to keep going. No matter how hard things get, you got to keep going. If you think you at the bottom, you got to lift yourself up. You never at rock bottom. I don't care what they say.
You certainly have an impeccable story, my good friend.
I got more than a story. I got a motherfucking testimony. You hear me?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I got a motherfucking testimony.
Well, I want to continue with that. So it was basically your mind and your willpower that got you over it. Yeah. Even though you were like jonesing for that next hit, you did something to occupy yourself.
Yeah, well, it was more so like, bro, it's gotta be in yourself. You gotta want it, because you can't say that, oh, I relapsed because of this or because of that. Nah, fuck that shit. You relapsed because you picked up that motherfucking drug and you put it in your fucking body. Right. That's why this coming from an addict that used to shoot dope. Don't tell me that bullshit is a disease and all that. I don't want to hear that shit. You got high because you chose to. I got out of jail and moved back in the same place I used to sell dope in and shoot dope at. I used to get higher than a motherfucker in my mom's house. You know what I mean? Am I proud of it? No. Am I proud that I used to sell dope out my mom's house? Nah. Am I proud that I brought heat and all that drama shit to my mom's house? No. But at the same time, I'm proud of the man that I stand as today in front of my mom. You know what I mean? I'm not proud of the things I went through in the past, but I know I made a change for her. I know my mom proud of me no matter what.
And this is, I mean, just from the outside looking in, you know, you getting your son back was the last stepping stone to changing
Definitely.
To
Hands
not
down.
cha- but,
Definitely.
But to putting that chapter of your life behind.
Oh yeah, like that was
So would you say the next 8?
that was the
12
killer
weeks
right
or
there,
so?
bro. Because one thing I can say is, no matter where I was at in my addiction, I never endangered my son. Regardless of the choice I was making. I gotta grab my phone charger. My phone about to die. I'm on a good live. So I don't want to lose it.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah, I gotta ask him one more thing when he comes back, and then I think we can switch topics. But yeah, I just think it'd be important. I mean, it's great to hear his story and how somebody, if they're listening out there and they need help but they don't know where to get the help.
that's why when I pulled up, I was like, yo, no, this is gonna be a good one because he showed up to the house while I was working on the car trying to get it running right. All super ecstatic and shit. And the second he walked in, I was like, yup, court went well.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
awesome, man.
I'm telling you,
That's
man.
really what's up. But yeah, like I was just telling Tim, man.
You got
Last thing, because I don't want to really dwell on it. But there's people out there watching. We don't know who's going to be watching. There could be somebody going through the same shit you went through.
Oh, that's
they
a
don't
big
have that
thing.
Release.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I was questioning you. Is it a mental thing?
It's
Is
a
it
big.
just- is it?
It's a mind game. It's a mind game within yourself. It definitely is. It play tricks on you, man. It'll play tricks on you because an addict want to go get high, and something about you when you want to get high, you want to get real high. Like there's never like enough for us. You want to go do more.
Right.
You're not high enough, and you wind up going through all your money, and that's just how things go. And it's like a revolving door going around and around. And my thing was with your mind game, you gotta. It's like I don't know if you want to play if you want to look at it like a Tetris game, a checkers game, a NASCAR. Just put the next foot in front of the other. Put a blockade in front of you. When your mind is telling you, damn, bro, you got a stack in your pocket, you could go get high as a motherfucker right now. You got to think, but yeah, you got a stack in your pocket, you could go buy that car down the road right there and flip that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? You got to cover your mind with something else. If you in a room with 5 junkies, like they say, it was a quote on Facebook, if you in a room with 5 millionaires, you're going to be the 6th. If you're in a room with 5 junkies, you know what it is. That's true. You are a reflection of who you surround yourself with. That's why I'm by myself a lot of the time. Because I know what's in myself. You see what I'm saying? I don't question myself. I know what's in myself. And the people that I allow in that circle close to me, you know I see that within you as well. If I don't see it in you, I be very short with you. I may talk to you, fuck with you, bust it up with you, but I'm very short. I'll never open up in the conversation as I do now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I gotta break that barrier with you. You know what I mean? I can go into a room full of 120 people that I don't know and speak about my life. And it's called, in jail, in the programs, it's called an image breaker. That's what they call it. It's putting you in a situation that you are uncomfortable with, that you're not used to. You know what I mean? Taking you out of your comfort zone. And it did that for me. You know what I mean? I'm a open but shy person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not... at first, I wasn't comfortable with talking to just anybody the way that I do now.
Right.
I built this confidence level up within myself. Because if you don't see it within yourself, you're not going to get nowhere. If you see yourself as a junkie because you was a junkie, you're going to forever have that thought in your mind as you were a junkie. When I walked out, I'll never forget the day I walked out of Olive Garden. I was working up at Olive Garden, bro. I walked out of Olive Garden. I ran into Tasha Stevens. Bless her heart, that's my baby. She an attorney out of Georgetown, a criminal defense attorney. And that's my auntie. Hands down, I call her on the phone. What's up, nephew? That's my auntie. She is a wonderful woman, bro. And she seen me at the worst of my worst. She seen me in the joint. What had happened was another lawyer in her law firm was supposed to come and represent me. She came instead of her. I knew of her already, so I already knew who she was, and she seen me at that as that person fucked up. Well, now walking out of Olive Garden, this is like 3 years down the road. I done got my weight up. I'm looking good. Blah blah blah. She didn't know that I noticed it was hers. I just seen like 10 people outside trying to hold a phone and take a picture. So I'm like, yo, would you like me to take that picture for you right quick? So she was like, yeah, that's cool. You taking pictures for strangers and stuff. I said, nah, I'm not taking pictures for strangers. Your name's Miss Stevens. I know exactly who you are. And we got into a conversation, exchanged numbers, and she rocked with me every step of the way. I called her today when I got out of court. There's some people in this life that's always going to see you for the bad things you've done in life.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's also them good people in the world that do want to see you do good. And they are going to pray for you and root for you, even if it's not in your everyday life. I got a lot of people that root for me to do good and do good. I may not speak to I got a lot of folks I don't speak to on a daily basis. A lot of people I don't speak to on a daily basis. But it don't change the love between me, because my loyalty is within myself at the end of the day. I'm loyal to what's loyal to me. People say my loyalty or whatever's fucked up. Nah, it's not fucked up. Your shit's fucked up because you don't see the things like I see it. I'm loyal to myself. Why should I be loyal to you that has not even shown me what to be loyal to? When I meet you through a fucked up situation, how do you call me to owe loyalty to you? You see what I'm saying? If you cross paths with me through a fucked up situation, how can you ever think I'm gonna trust you or fuck with you to be able to go with you the long way when you just fuck with me through cutting somebody else's throat to get to me? You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I can't trust you motherfuckers. I can make sure I keep my distance. See, I'm a crazy motherfucker because I keep snakes around. That I know a snake. I know you a snake and you don't even realize that I know what you are. Yeah. But I'm trying to see how much you gonna go. Are you gonna bite? That's what I want to see.
I literally wrote that in a fucking, like, one of the songs we just recently fucking did.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you.
Batman's in the back, Two-Face and his homies at the bench, roll another L. I forget the fucking
I'm
line.
Telling you, but it's right though. Nah, it's right though.
We appreciate it.
I'm telling you.
No,
because
I said he's Two-Faced and it's too late.
Yeah,
Batman living in a bat cave. Fuck it, y'all, A-Dog, homie, hand me wrenches.
I'm trying to tell you, man. People don't realize that you gotta build.
I keep my enemies on a friend.
Yeah, he's still trying to think of it. You gotta build yourself up to have a positive support. That's why I stay where I'm at, because I built myself up in my own mind to make sure that I lift myself up every day. Because if I woke up in the morning, I did better than a lot of motherfuckers. Because there's a lot of people out there that didn't wake up today. They wasn't blessed with today. To be able to make a change, as long as you're doing something different. Tim, let me get one of them drinks, bro. As long as you're doing something different today than what you did yesterday, you winning. That's how I look at it. In 2020, I said I was going to have a food truck, Kev. In 2020, before the year ended, I bought my own food truck. I did. I got my own food truck. You feel me?
I even told you about this yet.
Like,
I've been waiting for it.
Well,
what?
Hold on, just to wrap that up. So, again, like the original question I asked you, like what makes people gravitate to it? You said it's like a revolving door. They just need to grab on upon something and stay focused, and that's powerful. Going back to another quote my 7th grade teacher said, like you said, if you hang out with 5 millionaires, billionaires, you're about to be the 6th one. If you hang out with 5 junkies, you're going to be the 6th one. He always said your mind believes what you tell it the most. Yeah. That can sound cheesy to a lot of people, but that is fucking strong.
Like when I tell a motherfucker I'm gonna be a millionaire, they think I'm crazy. But I promise you, goddammit, I'll be the first motherfucking millionaire in my family. No matter what. Because I'm not gonna fucking stop. No matter what. Ain't nobody gonna knock me off of my square. I'm gonna touch $1 million without the streets. That's the problem with these people. Everybody want to touch 100 bands, but they want to do it on the corner. But they can come take everything you got. That's what I learned the hard way, that they can pull up and really take everything you got. So before I go allow them to take what I work for, because you still working, Whether you in a working business or on the streets where it's still a job. I don't care what a nigga say. It's a job. You know what I mean? That's hours. Motherfucker, that phone don't stop when you doing what you're doing. Your phones don't stop. Motherfuckers are disrespectful. The fiend don't care about you. They care about getting high. Right. Bitch, when I was a junkie, don't answer that phone if you want to, nigga. I know you. I'll knock on your motherfucking window. You know what I mean? Like, when you end your addiction, you're going to do whatever. You see what I'm saying? You got to remember, is that the lifestyle you want? Right. Do you want to lay a platform of your kids to see that shit? I tell you, I got laid a platform of motherfucking DOCs. That's what I got. Because my dad doing life. That motherfucker ain't never coming home. And that nigga ain't even got enough respect to call his son to tell him congratulations on being a bigger man than he ever was. You feel me? Because my daddy ain't never been there in my life. My mom was my mom and my dad. But guess what? I'll be a 10 times better man than that bitch ass nigga ever was. Ever. You feel me? Whatever he doing, you locked in a fucking cell. And you don't even take care of your kids, call your kids, your grandkids, nothing. But you worry about your bitches and your hoes that's gonna make them phone calls and take care of your money for you. Fuck that. Your priorities is fucked up. Nobody puts you in jail but yourself. So how you gonna walk out of your kids' lives because you fucked up? Right. That's your choice to make something different. A trauma situation can make an addict go back to getting high. You see what I'm saying? The shit with my father could potentially fuck me up to allow me to say fuck everything a couple years ago. But where I'm at now, nah, because it make me happy. It put a smile on my face, bro. I just took my grandfather to fucking Puerto Rico. I took him to Puerto Rico, bro. I paid for my grandfather's ticket to fly him to Puerto Rico. Ain't nobody do that. I did that shit. It came out of my pocket. I'm thankful for my cousin. My cousin, she helped me out with making sure shit was taken care of until I got my tax return. She definitely blessed me with that. I give her the shout out for real. But at the end of the day, I did that. Ain't nobody in the family take the initiative to do that. The look on my pop-up's face when he seen his sister for the first time after 14 years was priceless, bro. It was priceless. You know what I mean? And to say, like me and Tim just spoke about outside, to say it's 2021 and I done been to Florida, North Carolina, and motherfucking Puerto Rico, and the year ain't even halfway through yet, I must be doing something right. You feel me? And I ain't touching the streets. I work. But one thing Tim will say about me, I work my ass off, bro. I work my ass off, bro. I came fresh back from Puerto Rico and worked 2 13-hour shifts back to back. You know what I mean? And it's like,
bills don't stop.
Come on now.
Bills don't
you got to keep flowing. You got to keep it going. And keep that motivation, that positive fucking mindset. I can't stress that enough. The positive fucking mindset. Don't look at the cup half empty. It's half full, bro. The cup half full. If it's half empty to you, that's because you wasn't thinking right to make it the rest of the way full.
Actually,
you feel me?
Yo, to tap into that.
If you say another fucking rhyme, man.
Nah.
Yo, I put that in a song too. It was about a cup and it was like half full.
I'm messing with it. It had milk in it.
Yo, mama call me a motivational speaker. You call it whatever you want. Just know I'm going to always steer somebody in the right direction. But I can't stress it more to say it's not on us, bro. That shit on the youth, bro. You got to help the youth, bro.
I was seriously about to cut him off to say, go back to Tim, and then you had just said, I forgot what I was going to say. So my apologies on that. But you were
he was saying that, you know, keep my positive and shit, and I pump that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes it's difficult. Yo, messaged you, 2 something in the morning yesterday? Fucking thought I blew that fucking motor up. You know what I'm saying? And my mind just asphyxiated on that. I went and did all the business errands I had to do. Got the business bank account set up. I got a debit card that says Lucky13 Hot Rods.
Look at it.
It's dope
Big
as
shit,
bro. Maybe feel like a big boy. You know what I mean? Got the banner and the signs all being made and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Paul calls me and he's like, yo, double check that you didn't over tighten your rockers. Might be hanging a valve open. Because I lost compression across the entire motor. And that made me think maybe I vapor locked it or overheated.
Oh, so the engine's not blown.
It's not. It's running right now.
Ah, okay. See,
running,
motherfucker, you never told me that. Hey,
running,
today was a good motherfucking day. You hear me?
Got a tick that I gotta figure out, but
that's all right. Tick better than a blow.
It is.
What?
And I ran the compression test on it. They all came back
man.
150 to 160, so that's really good. So the motor is not blown. That is a blessing. Amen.
As long as it's not blown, we
freaking
good.
tick, and then that car's ready to go to DMV. So
That's what's up, man.
that had me excited.
Yeah. Small thing, small victory.
Yeah, dude. I thought I was gonna have to shell out like $2,500, $3,000 for a freaking motor, bro. I was devastated.
Understandable. That's a lot of fucking money right there.
Yeah,
Man.
shit. I think it might still need some rockers. I don't know. I'm gonna try to lash them again. Probably tomorrow at this point, because I got like 4 hours of sleep and I've been fucking working. Oh shit.
See, positivity when you need it, man. Because
That's what it's about, man. It's about that positivity.
And actually, speaking on that, I think we as a people just
Should
need
be
to
whores.
lift everybody up. Stop that unnecessary hating because this man has something that you don't have.
Yeah.
Either you work for it or just shut the fuck up. It's so simple.
You know, when I met this motherfucker here, he sat there and told me that, what is all this? He told me, what is all this? This ain't nothing. Talking about, he's got a fucking 2-car garage,
That ain't
fucking
shit.
house, upstairs, downstairs. And when, as now where I'm at now, I see what he said when he like, this ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like,
You barely doing it.
I came home with nothing in 2018. Tim seen me at one point in time. I had 6 cars. You know what I mean? Cars just sitting. Some at his house, some in my house. And it's like,
He's building himself.
I really did all this shit. But I did it because I didn't stop. I kept the motivation to try to get something more because just one car wasn't enough. And that's like Tim saying, yeah, he got the house and the 2-car garage, but that's not enough. He want a 2-story house and a 5-car garage. Then you know what I'm saying?
Kids,
like,
your priorities and your perspective on life completely changes. You're not doing this for you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I feel that you saying that what you built with your hands and what you worked for after, your backstory, you can't say that's not shit.
I mean, it's
not the level where you want to be, but that's something.
Man, that's a good man right there, bro. Hands down. Tim's a good motherfucker, bro.
That I don't take the opportunity to appreciate my victories and appreciate what I work for. And I tell her, my problem is I feel like if you do that and stay in that too long, you become complacent. You got to stay hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be, like you said, you gotta be willing to step out of your comfort zone.
At the end of the day, I'll admit that it's probably an unhealthy characteristic. It's my fucking mom's fault. When I was a kid, like if I got an A, why wasn't it an A+? You know what I mean? If I fucking built a fucking car all the way by myself.
But at the same time, you as yourself have to realize the good man that you are, bro. Because you a great fucking dude, bro. I still remember the night I called you when I had them 24-inch spinners on the truck and my whole wheel space broke. And
can we talk about how I've been seeing the Lincoln around a lot?
Yeah, I know that nigga be going donuts today.
He be out there squealing. I'm like, oh man. Dude, I did it. He bought a fucking Lincoln like dirt cheap off of this cat, and it wound up being a fucking blown motor, or not blown, but the head gasket was fucking maybe not, whatever. It needed an intake, so wound up doing the intake, fixed it. It was the intake, wound up getting it running, blah blah blah. But usually, like, you don't see a car that you fix running around. I've been seeing this motherfucker like crazy. And
that boy be everywhere.
Doing donuts and shit.
Yo, he be whipping that thing everywhere, bro. That nigga be all. He the one. Listen, the young bull brought my brother Audi. He bought this motherfucking Audi, bro. I swear to God, bro. He had this motherfucker like 2 weeks. I don't even think it was 2 weeks, bro. I really don't even think it was 2 weeks. He at my house. He was literally like, bro, when I got the phone call, I didn't believe it. Because he literally had just left my house. He's like, bro, I'm about to shoot the Dover right quick, blah, blah, blah. 30 minutes later, I'm getting a phone call from my mom. Hey, yo, Dallas just got in a bad accident in the car. I'm like, what? There ain't no way, bro. He just left here. Like, there ain't no way. He just fucking left here. And it's like, yeah, he got in a real bad fucking accident. I was like, what? Man, they sent me pictures, man. The motherfucking ambulance blew through a stop sign. Ambulance blew through a stop sign and T-boned this motherfucking car and pushed him all the way up in the neighbor's motherfucking front yard. Blew the doors off the car. Brand new ambulance, no tags, nothing. Like, no tags, no insurance on an ambulance.
What the hell?
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And they, man, fuck this whole shit up, man. Fuck this whole shit up. After he just got the car, man. Motherfuckers be crazy, man. But back to you. What I'm saying with you is, bro, you a blessing, bro. You a blessing, hands down, bro. You give back so much. That's why when you called me that day about them steps, I'm like, nigga, I didn't put no fucking steps in front of your fucking house, yo. Like, the fuck?
Tuesday was my sister's wedding, right? So I took the whole day off. I'm out there working, and my wife yells out the back door. She's like, "Babe, when'd you build these steps?" My boy looks at me and he goes, I'm like, yo, what steps is she what is she talking about? He's like, there's steps out front. Yeah. Mind you, I just done blown out the entire front porch and everything because it was leaking water into the house, whatever. So I'm waiting until I got to finish building the car and, you know, whatever, a bunch of other projects before I can build up a new porch or a new deck. So right now there's nothing. And for some fucking reason, her mom, my wife's mother, love her to death. But her and everybody else wants to use the front fucking door when there's no fucking steps right there. Yeah. And they don't want to just walk around the damn back to the back door. Yeah, it kind of irritates me. Whatever. Her dad,
I'm one of them people.
Yo, anyway, I'm like, what steps? He's like, dog, there's steps out front. So I go take a look and there's a fucking
set of steps.
A completely assembled set of wood steps.
No bullshit.
In front of my shit. I'm like, the only person I know that'd do this is Bubba.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like, yo, Bubba, stop playing with
me. You leave some steps at my house? He's like, what steps, dog? And I thought he's fucking with me. For like, dude, literally 2 minutes. I'm like, Bubba, I'm not kidding. I need to know if you fucking did this.
Like, bro,
like, sounds like something I do, wasn't it? You know, I'm like, yeah, it does. Did you fucking do it? He didn't do it. My father-in-law fucking did it.
And now they're like steps are too high, so like if you walk up the steps, like I walked up them last night, and I like peek in his little squares on the top of his fucking door, like they're way too high, way too high.
Well,
but,
we could do some steps here.
I didn't even do the steps that I got, man.
Oh man,
it's a whole step too high. Like you got to step all the way up and then step down to get in the house.
Man,
that makes sense.
Messy, man. It's messy. I tell you.
Yeah, but going back to you shouldn't overlook yourself because you built what you built, you did what you did, and I understand you don't want to get complacent. You want to always achieve and get better. But at the end of the day, you still gotta reflect. We did the same thing with the
self-reflection, bro.
Dog, I feel you, but nah, fuck that.
Bro, imagine when that fucking Jigsaw roll out
right now.
Imagine when Hatchet and that fucking Jigsaw rolls up to the motherfucking car show. I mean, people don't even know.
Be happy until it's got a tag on it, bro.
But man, listen, people don't even know right now. We got a custom painted old school
you were like
Jigsaw
all over the screen.
Yeah, I know. I'll be like
out the door
this way, this way. But they say, but see, the thing is, you hear me before you see me, just like myself.
Man. what Bob's catching on is, dude. We just got officially licensed and insured. Lucky13 Hot Rods and Customs LLC. Open for fucking business.
Oh yeah, Lucky13.
We'll be having a grand opening soon.
And I got the business cards in my truck.
76 Camaro that I'm building for my wife. That's
I'm
the one that had the fucking, the motor issues and whatever. So get that tick figured out, and all it needs is a console, fucking center console, armrest,
and then I can steal
it. It's ready to go take it to DMV. Oh, and alignment. But
then I can steal
we're in the home stretch, dude. Oh, yeah. Nobody talks about how much fucking work it is to open a business. It's a lot of fucking work, dude. It's a lot of back end shit.
Well, I think we had that conversation, but about music. Everybody keeps their little secrets to themselves instead of helping everybody out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with that because there's somebody profiting off of that not to tell you information.
100%.
But we've had these conversations, and I've told you everything I've known for LLCs.
Oh, dude, I figured out that you asked me about the franchise thing. Why do I have to pay for a franchise fee? It's not just it's a tax. It's just a tactic.
Wow,
It's-
man.
it's-
Of
any
course, it's for
any
them to
business
get
as
money.
of 2019, they passed this thing.
Oh, okay.
Any business, sole proprietor, LLC,
Squirrel.
S corp, incorporation, it doesn't fucking matter. We all have to pay annual $300 tax.
So yeah, my shit was back in 2017, so that's why that was a foreign concept to
Gotcha.
me.
Yeah. So between that and so much, it's so much. But I'm super excited because, like I said, the 4 foot by 4 foot fucking shop signs getting made, printed up. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
The
steal.
banners are getting done. We got the
Had to.
canopies. We got the tables, shit ready to go. Hit
I
up
hope
all
your
these
wife
fucking
is
car
watching my
shows.
live so she
Get
knows
out
I'm gonna
there.
steal her car.
Now we just gotta find some venues. Start spitting shit.
I wrote a song.
You heard a song about that? Bro, I think last time I counted on our our shit we've got recorded so far, I think we got like 10 or 11 tracks. So I'm shooting for like another 10, 15. So we
From the
can
best.
sift through. Yeah.
Have the
But
cuts.
I ain't gonna lie, man, not to sound cocky, everything we've got for the 4th album so far is like,
Bro, I gotta test my amp,
and,
bro.
and that fucking beat, that runaround beat we're working with, I know I couldn't hit the fucking bars when I came in. I was a little too chopped, but yeah, that shit fire.
We gotta test my amp, bro. My whole fucking shit just shut off there.
Did it?
Oh, was he the one with the amp? Who was the one with the amp that or the subwoofers? And we put our shit in there. And they were like, "Whoa, this shit hits." What? You remember? We had a conversation the other day.
No.
Yeah, you said you sold your
Oh, fucking
I sold
Donnie.
it. Yeah, I sold my set of subs and that amp. Our boy Donnie.
But
Yeah,
you
but
said
his
you
shit
played our
don't hit
music
like
on it
mine.
when it came.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Doom.
So Donnie wanted to hear how Shirey, your track, sounded. So he fucking cranks up his amp and puts it on there. Well, it comes in with that dial tone, you know, and then it, you know, it fucking rattled the shit out of that Bronco.
Oh, shit. Damn right.
Wait till you
Yeah,
start. Like I
right.
said, this 4th album's got a lot of my favorite sounds, like East Coast, real East Coast '90s sounds. You know what I mean? So this thing's gonna be.
Well, so far I'm
Bang.
proud of this new song we're doing because that's straight up like we both thought it was like this Biggie should be on this. But
Checking out this live.
you just gotta promise me you won't say Eminem
No.
at all on
I
this
won't,
track. Son.
and I want you to know that comment. That comment has stuck with me. I actually went back and listened.
Yeah.
It's like 4 songs out of 40. So
Yo, I had a lot of people.
But they're all 4 songs in a fucking row, Tim.
that's only because the recent. No, there's 2 songs out of recent, and the other ones were old. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Hey, listen, if it's a good fucking wordplay, you just gotta use it, okay? I was real proud of that line, and then you said
Okay, so
something.
you can be complacent on that and not try to come up with something more creative than saying Eminem or Slim Shady or Haley, but you're not complacent on shit you build with your hands. Come on now.
What?
Come on.
I didn't say I was complacent. I just said I'll start changing the pattern. But it's only 4 songs out of 40, so.
No, I was going back to like you saying your house wasn't shit. I'm going back to that, but when it comes to lyrics, you can't come up with something creative than saying, or more creative than saying Eminem or.
See,
Slim
this is
Shady or
unfair
Haley.
though, because we're not giving people context. You got to show them the fucking song and then the wordplay that led up for that. Listen, if the fucking line works, the line works.
You know
okay?
what? Next podcast, if I've got
If
the
4
time,
songs
I'm
out
gonna
of
put
40,
every
you
song
cannot give me shit.
that you say Eminem, and I'm just going to repeat it 100 times. Eminem,
I
Slim
counted
Shady,
how
Haley,
many
Eminem, Slim
tracks.
Shady, Haley. Anyway,
This son
nobody
of a bitch.
listens to Eminem, mate.
Nobody
Nobody.
listens to that,
Nobody.
Son of a bitch.
So what else is new, Tim? Anything else new?
Trying to be a
Like I
wolf.
said, just everything I've been doing is fucking getting the business up and running, trying to get this damn car ready. It's fucking killing my bank account. You know what I mean? Trying my damnedest to focus on the things that are going to get me away from the 9 to 5, get me out of the desk shit, and continue me on the path I was meant for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beyond that, no. Nothing's
Nothing's
fucking
new.
new.
continue writing those Eminem bars.
This is gonna irritate me.
And I love it, man.
4 tracks out of 4.
Nah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna put them all together. Every fucking bar you say about
I
Eminem.
said to help me raise my Haleys. Like, that's clever.
And what else have you said?
And then the other one, I said, "Hi, my name is Stan. I'm a Slim Shady fan," and it led into the voice effect we did. Like, it's all purposeful, and it's tastefully done. Other than maybe the one on our very first shit, and even that, it was subtle because I said Marshall. But now that you've pointed it out, every time I make a reference, I'm like, well, can't use that line.
I just went. I'm
What's recorded
I'm
is
busting
recorded.
chops right now, but that's what I'm saying. You can always aim to change lyrics up. You know what I mean? Nothing's set in stone. And we've
Well,
had
what's
that before
recorded
with
is
books.
recorded.
So
I'll tell you that.
not necessarily. Remember, we recorded one thing and we had to re-record it because it didn't sound good.
In light
I
of
mean, we're not going to go into
light of recent events.
Yes, in light of recent events, that
It's kind of like the Biggie's Twin Towers line. You know what I mean?
but that happened though. That's
Yo,
what he was
no,
talking
it
about.
happened twice. Nobody, like a lot of people don't know about the first time.
It's there. I mean, well, that's horrible.
It's
Okay, let's talk about something else.
oh shit, dude.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm once I get this fucking bar running right, get the tick figured out, I gotta just do those paint touch ups. I was gonna surprise Julie, and she ain't gonna watch this. My wife doesn't support my endeavors. I gotta. That's funny.
I would have looked at the camera. Again, take 2 and action.
Which gamer? Think
Your
it's
camera. Oh, your camera.
My wife doesn't support my endeavors.
I'm putting
She's
that in a
bitch.
song now.
I love her. Oh. Yeah, not else is new. My sister just got married.
Yeah, yep. We touched on that.
I
And
saw.
you stayed civil, and then you came over and we made a banger.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
I was like, I need to go to my safe space.
Yep.
I had to see my mother and my stepfather and my brother wouldn't look at me, dog. I made him hug me.
Yeah, I know you told me.
Yeah. Talked all this shit. He's gonna punch me in the face. He wouldn't even look at me. I'm just saying, if you're gonna talk the talk, walk the walk.
Well, I told you what all that was, man, and I'm pointing to it, and it's a keyboard. Everybody's stuff behind the keyboard. So I'm fucking 9'2" behind the keyboard, motherfucker.
I'm
There's
silent
a
behind the
virus.
keyboard. Like, fuck that. Catch me
Happy
outside.
virus.
I'm thinking about how to be a millionaire.
Yo, you wanna know how to
Ain't
be a
nobody got
millionaire?
time for that.
I'll tell you how to be a fucking millionaire. Open a business.
Uh-huh.
Start making money. Oh, actually, hold up. Start over. Build your motherfucking credit. Learn how to use credit and debt to your advantage, just like the rich do. Open a business, make money, invest that money. And then once you start making enough money, start investing in stocks, bonds, and real estate. Definitely invest in real estate because they don't make any more of that shit. That's exactly what the rich do.
But Tim, that sounds difficult.
It's very difficult.
Well, it's easy, everybody would do it.
Shit. Like Bub said, I'm trying to be the first millionaire in my fucking family. Like, hell.
You.
I'm working a fucking full-time job, opening a fucking hot rod shop,
I'm like
doing that,
from the crib.
and we over here recording fucking podcasts and hippity hop songs.
What do you got, Milford?
Yo, I actually watched something that was very interesting.
I'll be there about that.
And they said there's a difference between being rich and being wealthy.
Oh, 1,000%,
Right,
dude.
so I wouldn't label myself as I want to be the first millionaire. I want to be the first wealthy person.
You know, it's so funny you say that. Julie and I make that distinction very often.
Yeah.
Because I also believe that, like, I don't want to be wealthy for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? I don't want to be wealthy because I want to go buy the next Gucci bag or a fucking Ferrari. You know? No offense to whoever wants that. Whatever.
Why are you buying Gucci bags?
I don't even
It's
like
it's
Gucci
stupid.
bag.
What happened?
I don't
You're
even
buying
like
Gucci bags.
I don't even like Gucci bags.
or Vuitton? I don't know.
Nah, it's Gucci, Louis, Prada.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Krayshawn.
Bro,
Gucci, Louis, Fitty, Prada.
I don't even bother. You don't know about Krayshawn, you're missing out, dude.
Yeah,
She's like this skinny white girl.
Yeah,
She's
she was
got to be
thugging.
110 pounds.
Yeah, she was stugging on that.
Nerd looking just.
That's her song right there.
Slanging
Gucci,
Adderall.
Louis, Fitty, Prada.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, shout out to my man
That bitch
Anais.
great.
He made a remix, so I was like, dude, this beat would sound hot with her voice on it, and he did it, and it sounds amazing. Shout out.
See, wealth is having the type of money to leave to your kids.
Exactly.
Rich is being able to buy something right now.
You can be a millionaire, and the government can take all that shit away from you. They can't
1000%.
take away your wealth.
And man, there's so many different ways to fucking do it. My end goal is like my pop up is 92, just turned 92. God willing, I make it to 92. I want to be able to leave these kids and my grandkids, sustainable business or businesses, multiple rental properties, And the other thing is like to teach them the things that I know now. Like I've spent, so I moved out at 17. So yeah, almost 10 years. I've spent the past 9 years teaching myself the importance of credit and debt and building that credit to be able to make false moves and do this and do that. And no one in my family's opened a fucking business, so I had to teach myself how to do all that. The honor, in my opinion, or the privilege I have, that when my sons are old or getting older, I'll be able to teach them this and tell them, hey, look, this is credit's super fucking important, dude. Like, establish it as soon as you possibly can. Use it to your advantage. Don't go buy that dumb shit over there. There's a difference between wants and needs, assets and liability. All these things very important, and they give them that edge, dude.
Here's a little deep question for both of you, and I want to know your opinion. There's a lot of people that say I'm self-made. You truly believe people are self-made? There has to be
you have to have
mentorship somewhere along the line to guide you.
Not even
if you're on the outside looking in.
Not even just mentorship. You could be self-taught, but you will never be self-made.
Exactly.
Okay?
That's my
You could be self-taught but not self-made. Because I will tell you right now, I have taught myself everything I know about the financial world, the business world. I've taught myself more than I care to admit about working with my hands. And I've done a million different things to learn what it is that I like to do, But no matter what it is that I decided to do, whether it was carpentry, mechanics, plumbing, electrical, music, whatever, right? You're one man. You can't do it all. You need to have a team. Like, you think I'd be able to do this music shit without you? Hell the fuck no. Not at all. So, no, you could be self-taught.
All right, big boy.
You'll never be
I
self-made.
gotta just skate about it.
Oh, it's like that.
Nah, it's 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
I gotta work at 7 o'clock.
Sounds like a personal problem. What's that got to do with my podcast, bro?
It sounds like I gotta make for my son that's gonna be moving into the house. You mean like
So you're saying he's
2
more
minutes?
important than me? I see how it is.
Yeah, I hope so. Hey, Tim's handy dandy notepad is what helped me get me through the day. You hear me?
Amen, bro.
Handy dandy notepad is what got me there.
That's my brother from another way, bro.
I'm telling you.
Happy to help. We'll have my nephew around soon, so that makes me even happier.
It's a blessing.
Any last words before you head out, my brother?
Yeah.
Y'all just make sure y'all go get your dick sucked tonight. Yeah, I mean, because that's what I'm gonna do.
I already done fucked my wife twice today, so.
Well, you say
I don't know what just happened. I thought more inspirational.
Hey, that's definitely inspirational. But on that note, man, listen, keep your mind up, your head focused, and keep going for the dream. And if the goal don't work, man, make another one, and another one, and another one. If you don't fix this one, go back to this one, and then that one, and whichever one you complete, a step at a time. You know what I mean? If you can't do it here, try to do it there. Just don't stop. Don't quit. Have faith in yourself, cause ain't nobody else going to.
Well, shout
That
out
was
to you,
Bubba, everybody.
Exactly, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping out
Bang,
again,
bang,
dropping
bang.
wisdom.
Bang bang, don't hit the ground.
Peace and love.
He keeps doing his
I'm
bang.
not-
He's dropping his hat.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. Y'all take it easy, man.
Take it easy,
I'll see you
man.
later, homie.
Drive
Yes,
safe,
sir.
all that good.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
forget your phone.
Take it easy, bro.
Yes, sir.
Bada bing, bada boom. I hate
Stop
to
saying
watch
that
you
going
go,
to the
but
bitch out
love to
here.
watch
Yeah,
you
it is.
leave.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. To fucking weather. We went from spring to winter again, like that.
Did you really just use the weather as a segue?
Yeah, I did because
You
I'm
felt
I'm
that freeze
that
hit
good.
you. No, you
I'm
felt that
that
freeze.
good.
It makes sense. It did get fucking freezing. Ass cold in this bitch, though. It was 70 degrees yesterday. It's like fucking 35, 40 outside right now.
I heard it's supposed to be like 83 on Wednesday.
That makes me
Yeah, that's a good thing, but still, man. Yeah,
terrible for your fucking sinus.
yes, it is. And all this fucking pollen. We resorted to sinuses and pollen.
We ain't got a whole lot to talk about. We've about fucking wrapped it up. We live not boring lives, but normal lives.
So
Does that mean you're saying life's boring?
no, you said we live boring lives. I said speak for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. My life is far from fucking boring.
Exactly.
Because we've had a lot of fucking excitement.
Yep.
You know?
We're ready for this.
I'm gonna have a hard time working tomorrow, and because I'm happy that the motor fucking runs, but I still don't. The tick hasn't completely gone away, which was the whole fucking reason I took it apart in the first place. You know, so I'm really irritated about that. I don't, it's just fucking a nightmare. I re-lashed the passenger side. Y'all have never lashed valves on a motor. It pain in the fucking dick. Small block Chevy, anyway.
Yeah, I don't. You gotta love the awkward silences, man. I just love them. They're the best ever. But have you watched any cool movies lately, man?
Yeah, dude, that movie Nobody on
Oh!
Netflix.
Yes. Did you see my post on Facebook?
No,
Good for the whole family.
it was, dude. It was a pretty decent movie.
Nah,
And then
it was fucking good.
that one I Care a Lot.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, that shit made me mad.
Exact. All right, here because this
But
is
the
my
ending was
this
perfect.
is my big no. Yes, but no. The last 40 minutes was bullshit, except for the last 40 seconds. And you know why. I'm not going to spoil anything. Watch it. It's on Netflix. But that last 40 minutes of her doing what she did, like, come on, man. And
You'd
then
have
you're
been
going to
dead.
have this Russian mafia guy played by Peter Dinklage, and there's only two people surrounding him. You're in a mafia and two people are surrounding you?
Yeah.
Come on. That part pissed me off. But what was really weird about the movie is it put two evils. Usually, like, in wrestling match terms, you have your heel person, the bad guy, or you have your baby face, the good guy. This movie put two heels together and you had to pick one to like. Which I thought was kind of weird, because the woman was all kinds of fucked up for what she did to senior citizens. And then this guy,
because the evil dude, he was actually a sex trafficker. Yeah.
So the movie,
I didn't even put that
Oh, no.
together because you're so consumed with your hate for the main character.
Oh my god, thank you.
You're just like, this fucking bitch, man.
But I admired her hustle and her mindset, but she was just god awful.
Oh, I don't know about that, dude. So, fuck you. If you ain't seen the movie, go watch the fucking movie. I'm gonna talk about it. When she lost her fucking tooth
Uh-huh.
and she dropped it in the mill, and that was one of the first things she did was get her tooth implanted. It spoke for her narcissism. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, she's one of these. She's fucked up. But that ending, like.
But then how they tied it together, like before it ended the way it ended, it tied it together because they worked
With them
together,
start working
and then they
together.
made the corporation, and Oh, I was like, come the fuck on. Please don't tell me how this ends. But again, last 40 seconds, I won't spoil it. You probably, once you watch the beginning of the movie, you're going to know what's going to happen. But great movie.
But
Love that.
dude, but think about this. In the heat of that movie, you did not see I didn't see that coming. Because normally you can kind of read through the plot of a movie
Right.
and you like guess what's going to happen.
Oh, no, the director did a good job of throwing you off trail because I was hoping that it didn't end with them just doing a
Like
corporation.
you really thought that
right.
was just them, that this is just an example, you know?
Right.
But it was powerful.
But then again, if it would have just ended like that, that says a lot about evil corporations and how they form and
Oh,
you know,
100%.
so that could if it ended like
and I
that,
feel like
still would have
I
been a
bet
good
there was
movie.
probably a director's cut that was like that.
Yeah, there's probably
and they were like,
multiple
dude, we
endings.
got to give these people. One of them's got to die. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like one of them's got to go. You know.
But now you just I guess you didn't really spoil it because you didn't say who dies, but the person that died deserved it.
They're both evil, so you don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Don't
But
know.
the
Not only
movie
that,
Nobody.
but you don't know what movie we're talking about.
What?
We mentioned 2 movies, so they don't know.
No, I thought we made that clear. But
Maybe
okay.
not.
Anyway, the other movie, Nobody.
Oh, now we've made it clear. Yeah, now we've made it fucking clear.
But I watched that last night, and man, I love the actor that the main character because I watched Better Call Saul. I don't know if you've ever watched that. Love that show. I'm not a big Breaking Bad fan, so I never got into the Breaking Bad universe. And Better Call Saul is a spinoff from that show. But man, the acting was good. Everything. Good movie.
It was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Julie's got this movie set aside. I love mob films. Set aside for me to watch called Sleepers. Made in like the 90s. I couldn't even tell you. It might have been a waste of breath even mentioning it, but I'm looking forward to watching that with her. I try to make sure that we watch a movie a night. If not every other night. That's fine with her.
Mortal Kombat. You fuck with Mortal Kombat at all?
No. I mean, I played the game when I was a kid. That's it.
Well, have you ever seen any of the movies?
I didn't even know they made movies.
Okay. Well, they made 2 movies in the 90s. It was Mortal Kombat and then Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Both were kind of, but they got a new director. I believe it's a bunch of nobodies. It comes out tomorrow on HBO Max, and they showed the first 7 minutes of it. Do you like Kill Bill?
Yeah.
That's what the movie feels like.
Oh, that's pretty
Oh
good.
my god, so good. Yeah, I can't wait. So my plans tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna watch Mortal Kombat on HBO Max, and then get my shit set up for DJing this party.
That sounds like fucking
Test run everything, make sure everything works.
probably playing.
What are you gonna do tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Friday, I need to finish piecing together this custom house for work, because I took off Tuesday for my sister's wedding, and then I took a half day today, set up all that business shit. I'm supposed to be taking the car to the fucking alignment shop, but then ship the motor, whatever. So I'll probably just be doing that. And then, oh fuck.
Sleepy boy.
Yeah, I apologize. And after that, I'm gonna try to figure out what this fucking tick is. Hopefully, I figure it out, get it nailed down, wrap this car up, man. I've been trying to gear up towards getting it done now that the shop's open. Once this car's tagged, we're gonna pull that 71 in. I'm talking to my uncle about 1099 in him to come help me get it done, and I want to build it in 3 months. Thinking about taking the month of June off. Take the month of June off for a couple of reasons. One, to help get the truck finished, pay him to help me. But 2, like I said, I got like 5 hours. Not even.
It's
No, I got like 4 hours. Went to bed at 3, got up at 7. But anyway, in June, that's my anniversary. And it's our 5-year anniversary. Been together 8 years. So I want to surprise her. Like I said, she didn't even watch this in a sense, but We'll surprise her and take her to Niagara Falls.
Told you, historic milk. Man. All you
Historic
gotta do.
milk. Oh, I already told you that, huh?
Well, they don't. Whoa. Okay.
Bubba ain't here no more.
Yeah, they didn't hear our conversation.
Yo, I love my boy to death, but that boy can talk.
No, but I mean, he had
He
really
had a
good
lot
shit.
of good reason to
He had a
talk
lot
too.
to get off his chest, man. And I appreciate
I
you
was-
for taking the time about the drug thing, because you never know, man.
Oh yeah,
You never
dude.
know.
Y'all better get used to seeing Bub. That's my baby. He gonna be here a lot.
Pause.
Pause.
Maybe
I don't
that's-
give a shit. That's my brother, man.
There you go. That's
When we get to New York, like that mo. Out of everybody I know, that he is certainly like my right hand man. That he's the one I would want next to me in any type of fucking like fucked up altercation, or like when I'm down and low. You two, you know what I mean, are the ones that really breathe that light back into me.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's all about a team, man. Like we
Most
said
definitely.
earlier,
Well,
self-taught, not self-made.
exactly. No. So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, man, that's what everybody should be doing. You should always have a voice to, or an ear to lend, and if somebody needs comforting and you see fit, man, let it go. If you feel something compel over you to tell your loved one or your brother, or your sister, or anything, man, have at it.
Don't be afraid to tell somebody you love them.
Right.
It's like, I'll openly tell a motherfucker I love Bubba. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? That whole, like, that masculine fucking, my uncle still is a little on the fence about that. Like, I know he loves me, but he kind of like, when he says he loves me, he's kind of, love you. You know? So,
does that not make it weirder, though?
it
So,
makes
hey,
it
man, I love you,
so
bro.
much worse.
Compared to, love you do what?
Yeah, and I get it. You know, he ain't grow up like that, but I don't know. I love spreading love, dude.
Exactly. That's the thing, man. Spread the love. Stop hating, man.
And dude, like I said, when I had to be cold with my mother for stopping in on me the other day, that's why I was most upset. You know, it was like, cause I hate having to be like that with people, because it goes against everything I stand for. You know.
Right. Yeah, but again,
And
there's a whole
principal thing, backstory we ain't going to get into.
Character tree, and it branches off so much.
We get a little pissed off seeing all these fucking wedding selfies. Sister be posting these motherfuckers. I'm like,
oh, this is something I wanted to say too when we were talking. He was saying, you know, he kept a few snakes and stuff like that. I like the. And I tell my grandma this: is this something you can change? Is this something you can do different? If not, then why are you worried about it? You know, other people referring to other people's actions.
yeah.
So if you came at me and said, "Kev, man, I just don't like you anymore," okay, well, I can try to say, "Hey, why do you feel that way?" Or I can say, "Okay, I can't change your mind. I can't do anything more. That's your feeling. That's something you're stuck with." You know what I mean? And that's why I don't understand, like, all these people on social media. It's constantly bickering and arguing. Democrat, Republican, black, white. It makes no sense. Somebody was born black. Somebody was born white. You either love them or you don't. But you ain't got to say something ignorant or out of place just because your skin color is different from mine. You know what I mean?
Bro.
It's stupid. And just because you voted for this person, oh, you're an asshole. It makes no sense.
Tolerant. So.
Right. Oh, well, my person didn't win, so them elections were rigged. Oh, okay, if you feel that way, I can't change that for you, man. What else do you want to talk about? But it never gets past that because people put brick walls up right at that point. And then you're an asshole, and they're on the high horse.
Lord, give me the patience to accept things I cannot change, strength to change the things I can, and the knowledge to know the difference. You know? A lot of people forget shit like that.
But then again, everybody's stuck behind this thing I'm touching right now, and that's a keyboard.
1,000.
You go, you meet them in public. Oh, hey, how you doing? Now, you just called me an asshole on Facebook, but
I don't like drama. I can't stand it. I find it to be.
I love
a
drama
waste
in
of time.
movies.
Yeah,
and that's where it cuts the line.
Yeah. Otherwise, You painted the empty chair again. That's
Did
hilarious.
That's in the, man, that is creepy.
Poor Bub. He's still here in spirit. Just
Yeah.
can't see him.
What do you gotta say about this chair?
That's a good
Yeah, would it
chair.
be crazy if it?
You see me get the fuck out real quick.
Nah, that'd be evidence right there, man. That'd be evidence.
I'm happy this chair's fixed now, bro. I can sit. We ain't gotta go into it. I'm just saying that we can sit in this chair now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not pushing you out of the
Yeah,
chair
it
anymore.
reclines now.
That was a badass chair. You're like, bitch, get off me! Push your ass right out. So, yep.
Yeah, I think I told you about this. I had the insurance agents come out when it inspected the property, make sure it was still insurable. You know, they said it was routine shit, whatever. There's moot point because I'm changing my insurances right now. But the dude saw all my cars. Like, you know, got a handful.
Yeah.
He said, sir, can I ask you what's up with the abandoned vehicles? I said, abandoned vehicles? I know where they all are. I'm like, the fuck?
I'm trying to keep my drugs, man. Come
He
on.
said, I'm required to take pictures of all your abandoned vehicles. I'm like, I can think not. Yeah. I walk around, take pictures of all my damn cars now. So funny.
Yeah.
My boy fucking, Donnie started up his own little roadside thing. I wish him success with that. But now he's thinking about quitting, and I was trying to convince him not to.
Wait,
Yeah.
he started up something and wants to quit already?
Yeah, because he's seeing more traction out of this handyman shit that he's doing. And I find it funny because I told him to start a handyman service fucking probably a year and a half ago, you know. And he told me no, he didn't want to do that.
I was gonna say that's a flip of a coin, but everything's a flip of a coin. I've watched enough Judge Judy to say handyman get the short end of the stick a lot. You know what I mean? Oh, they didn't fix this right. Here's the photo evidence, and they could have fucked something up when you left. So they always get the short end of the stick. You know, in like legal type battles. Yeah.
Contractors are fucking nightmare. But I don't really know that problem. I fix my own shit. Someday I want to make enough money where I don't have to fix my own
You
shit.
should break something and then sue yourself.
It seems counterproductive.
Exactly. Do it for the laughs. I love the awkward silence. Alright, man, I think that'll wrap it up. I think we're pulling at straws at this point. We got new music coming out. Shout out to C-Rock. He's doing his thing with the ice cream truck. That man's killing it. I can't wait for his video to come out.
Oh, shit. I'll show you after this. I just got sent 2 proofs for the come home video. I have some very, very minor comments that I want to get edited or added in, but other than that, got a new music video coming out very, very soon as well. Oh, this motherfucker. Whatever. We're working people. Expect to see some content at some point. We're gonna try to get back to doing this regularly.
Yeah. Hopefully we get back. I mean, my eyes healed up. I don't have COVID anymore. And like you said, you were blaming you. It was mostly me, man. You know, if you're sick or you're messed up, dude.
Shit happens.
Shit happens.
Life is life.
But this is episode 4, and hopefully we start stretching them week to week and maybe doing more. I don't know, but I kind of like the week to week thing because you get the put everything in.
It's like a catch up.
Yeah.
You know? And then I don't know who we'd want to bring in next time, maybe, but I want to fucking do some ciphers. I think that'd be fun. You know, or maybe some like beat breakdowns, something, show some people shit.
Yeah, we could do that.
But
I already know how to set it up. The only thing, like with the showing shit from YouTube, is you get copyright claimed, and then
I'm not worried necessarily about. I don't want to necessarily do that per se, but saying like pulling some beats up, shit. Oh, the empty spot, yeah. All right, everybody, stay happy and healthy. We love you.
I'm not done shouting out. So C-Rock, he's got his ice cream business. Shout out to you. He's got a video coming soon. That man, he can make some sick videos, dude. C-Rock. Have you met C-Rock yet?
I have
I gotta
not.
get C-Rock. You gotta come in here, man.
Yeah, what the fuck,
my
dog?
boy. Meet my boy Tim.
What
That's
up?
Tim.
Let's do some work together, man.
Oh, most definitely. I don't know if you'll watch this, but Mike Shane just dropped a new video. I think it's called "Taking Out the Garbage." Whoever did that video, God, we're watching that next because whoever did that video did a fantastic job. Do you know who Mike Shane is?
No, but we need more videos. So
Mike Shane, he was one of my favorite when I was working at the studio up in Camden. Now I'm slipping my mind. I forgot what the name of the damn studio was. Oh, I Am Multimedia Studio. When I was working up there, he was my favorite artist to come in. He sounds like Q-Tip, but he's got like his own thing going on with him. He's awesome, man. But he was my favorite artist out of everybody that came up there. And we had some pretty crazy artists come up in that studio. There was a guy that sounds exactly like the Notorious B.I.G. Yo, heavy breath and everything. And he was actually, when they were making the movie for the Notorious B.I.G., he was second in line. The only thing was the other guy looked more like them, but he sounded exactly like Big. So I met a couple cool people up at that studio.
That's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, so shout out to Mike Shane, shout out to C-Rock, shout out to my homie Last Resort, Tim, shout out to Bubba. I love that, man. I don't know why. I'm solid. Anybody you want to shout out?
Nah, fuck all y'all bitches.
Damn.
Nah.
Which leads me to my next thing. We got to do our positivity thing. What's one thing you're positive for? I think I know what it is. Want me to say it for you? Your engine ain't blown?
Yeah, I'm thankful for that. No, my positivity note is just stay happy, healthy. You know, that's it. Stay happy, healthy, and we love you.
Love one another. If Bubba was still here, he would, of course, his thing is his son, which big up to him, man. That's pretty.
It's awesome,
pretty
dude.
amazing, man. He's got a great story.
He's
really
been fighting that battle for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
So it was very, very powerful for us to be at the end of this road. You know what I mean? So super happy for him.
All right. As soon as I find this file for the outro. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night, good day, whenever you're at it. Everybody take care. Love one another. For God's sakes, love one another. There we go. This is really a long outro.
Get your ass up, gotta get your ass up.
It don't matter. Nobody watches the outro anyway.